Alright, welcome back to another episode of Beer, Bacon, and Bros. As always, Adam, Chris, and Keith. We're going to jump into another beer review. This is the B Squared Amber Lager. But before we do that, like the video, subscribe to the page, leave us a comment. It's all free to you and it helps us out a lot. So let's jump right into it. Like I said, B Squared Amber Lager from Divine Barrel Brewing. This is in collaboration with the Bradley and Nikki Bozeman Foundation out of Charlotte, North Carolina. It says, "Be unusually lovely." I did not see an ABV on this either.
No, it's 5.2.
5.2. Yep. I'll see it now.
Love a good amber lager.
It's a good color.
I got
really
a feeling this is going to be a pretty well rated beer here. I could be talking out my behind, but
Look up Dr. Google for you say what the Bradley and Nikki Bozeman Foundation is.
can do.
Because I guess it has something to do with sports, being a football player and a basketball player on the front of the can. Stash, can you see that?
I'm gonna just let you read that while I drink.
I don't
I don't want to.
That's a lot.
University of Alabama, Center for Alabama's storied football team, and Nikki's women's basketball center.
We're both bullied as kids and want to make a difference.
Solid amber.
It's cool that they put their logo though, like on here, the football and the basketball. Like it's really cool that they put this logo on the can. It's the same logo for the foundation. So, interesting that it's in Charlotte, North Carolina that did this pairing though. It's for
It's probably where they live.
two Alabama related people. But to focus on the amber,
Solid.
darker color than I felt like taste. I feel like this is a very light,
Same color as a Yingling.
floral. Yeah, I don't feel like I love the color. It's the right color for an amber. I just feel like it doesn't represent as dark a taste. This is almost a little sweeter amber to me.
Yeah,
Well, the ambers aren't really supposed to be dark and heavy.
Yeah, I'm not saying it needs to be a porter here, but I'm talking, a little bit of winter seasoning is what I'd be looking for. Is what I call.
I mean, you could have that, but I feel like this is just like a Yingling, and I mean, I love Yingling. Yingling's my favorite beer to drink. So I mean,
Well, are you shocked that Yingling's his favorite beer to drink?
Yeah, I don't know that I would say Yingling is.
Oh, I love Yingling.
What do you mean? That's all I ever see the man drink on football Sundays. Ever. Come on now.
Now, he shows up with his own cooler, and I know he will drink a couple Yinglings here or there.
You
That
related
cooler's
to the
older than
man.
me.
That cooler is older than you, so. And what you talking about? You showed up for one football Sunday this year. You don't know what this man drinks.
Yeah,
on
I do.
football Sunday.
Yes, I do.
He doesn't know drink. It's the Yingling.
I agree though. I think this is very similar to a Yingling.
Yingling's got a different flavor profile than this does. But this is
It's
I think
similar. I would say
it's very similar. I feel like this is a craft style Yingling
Yes.
versus like your typical generic run of the mill Yingling. But I enjoy it. I mean, it's a very good amber lager.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 8.3 on that. I enjoy it a lot.
All right, big boy coming in swinging here.
I would definitely drink it again.
I gotta make sure I actually get the correct name here. Divine Barrel Brewing. You said this is in Charlotte, right?
I
Yes.
didn't even know. It's gotta be a newer brewery.
Yeah, it's probably showed up since you moved away.
Probably. They pop up every other day.
I'm gonna go 7-7 here. It's gonna be a little boring for me
I'm
tonight.
gonna repeat.
Yeah, I am gonna repeat, but
Double repeat action.
I feel like.
Because I was gonna do the same thing.
Are you really?
I was 7-6. I'm going 7-6.
Okay, just 'cause you don't want to repeat yourself.
No, I would drink the blood orange again. I would go to Sugar Creek and get the blood orange before I went back to Divine Barrel to get the B Squared Amber.
Yeah.
See, I go for this over the Big O.
Would you really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Hence why the 8-3 versus.
I mean, I get that.
Thanks.
So.
Thanks. I get my back to like.
He again, it's not always about how we feel specifically about the beer. It's more about us grading the beers. Right?
You know,
He could have been grading the beer at A3 and saying, hey, you know, this is a better beer, but I would go for X beer over it. So.
I mean,
Now this is probably going to cost me like $7 or $8 at the brewery, so I'd probably get a Yingling because that's the same thing. But I would.
you can get at least 3 of them.
That's right. That's right. But yeah,
Yinglings are not that cheap.
they are.
But it's for $8.
Shit, I go to Bella's on Wednesdays and get it for $1.50 a pint.
Interesting. I didn't know you did.
Hell yeah, dude!
Okay.
$1.50 a pint.
I mean, you could also get what was it? It used to be 50-cent fatty natties.
It was
it's probably $1 now.
No, it was 50-cent shrimp and $1 fatty natties.
Yeah, so now it's like $1.50 and
Back when you were
$1.50.
Back when you were single and hanging out with Joe Parker.
Yeah, fucking.
It didn't have to be single to hang out with Joe Parker though. We just
Inflation now killing us. We can't even get 50-cent shrimp anymore.
now it's like
$1.50 beer though.
it's 75 shrimp now.
No, I think it's like $1.
Is it?
I think
Is
it's
it
like
$1 again?
Yeah,
It's $1. So.
that's still cheap for some cheap shrimp.
Back to the amber. For me, 7.7, easily drinkable. I like that it's a little bit on the sweeter side for me when it comes to the ambers. Not something that feels overly Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I almost feel like you could. Almost like a little honey aftertaste.
Yes. Yeah. See, he's with me on
Just
this.
a twinge of like honey on that, like or something like a. Not like an artificial sugar, but almost like a natural sugar.
It tastes like the Cracker Barrel honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little can of honey you
Yeah.
put on your biscuits or something at Cracker Barrel. That's the type of honey this tastes like, and I like that. I really do. I like that. So
Just a little
Um,
sweet, just a little sweetness to it.
yeah. So you think it tastes like Yingling?
I just think it tastes like an amber.
You're like a freaking 3-year-old. Chicken. Everything tastes like chicken.
But
No, I feel like I have a pretty eclectic palate.
No, you do. I'm kidding with you.
like you said, though, this was a very well done amber.
Solid amber. So all right, I had a 7.7. You had an 8.3. You had a 7.6.
Came out swinging.
On the B2.
B squared.
B squared. Sorry.
From Divine Barrel Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's a review.